Welcome back to another episode of Self-Care and Chill with Maui, everybody's favorite relationship podcast. I don't want to toot my own horn, but if the horn is there and it needs a little tooting, you already know I'm going to do the job. Today, I'm super excited because I got two special guests. I have Ler and Lionel here with me today.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hello.
So, just in case don't nobody know who you guys are, I want y'all to give them a little, like, this is who y'all are. I know who y'all are, but...
Yeah.
So we do like an intro thing?
Are we like the sex guys?
I don't think so.
I think y'all the sex guys.
I don't think we the sex guys.
I just think we're just people.
We're not used to being interviewed, so we don't.
I know we don't really know.
Y'all are the sex guys.
How do you explain yourself?
Yeah.
Like you don't.
Like, hey, you know, I'm a podcast. We're podcast hosts.
Oh yeah, we're podcast hosts. We talk about
podcast.
vaginas and penises. Apparently.
Yeah, and mental health. And
we talk about
with a
lot.
sprinkle.
And being black.
A sprinkle.
Yeah.
Sprinkle. Like y'all brought up topics that I ain't never hear y'all talk about, but it's sprinkled there
Yeah, we
sometimes.
started talking about healthcare.
Yeah, we did.
I like that.
We got a podcast, dope podcast though. We try to make sexual conversations not taboo because it's really taboo in the black community as far as like trying new shit, experimenting different relationship styles, busting nuts in different ways. You mean like
Right.
we try to make it regular. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we just try to make sex very regular because it is regular.
Y'all podcast is regular. Y'all make it funny, but it's literally the conversations that really need to be had. Like,
That's a fact.
I think so.
That's a fact.
I think
but
so.
y'all add humor to it.
We do.
Yeah, we be getting in trouble.
Yeah. Some people say it's like we say things that they want to say type shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, I guess we putting our fucking life on the line type beat, trying to say whatever. Because we be getting reprimanded, little kid. Like,
Right.
You
Yeah.
mean somebody like, what you mean by
People, but I think they enjoy like two men having like locker room talk. It's kind
Right.
of like a behind the scenes. They get to hear what men usually talk about
Right.
to each other.
Like I told y'all before, I love the podcast. Chad put me onto the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and I love the podcast because y'all stay in y'all business. Like, you
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? Like, y'all talk about what's funny, y'all. Even the clip that y'all posted the other day, like, you put your mic down and whispered in his ear. Like,
on,
why
yeah,
are y'all doing
yeah,
stuff like that
yeah.
with y'all own inside jokes?
I know.
It's really ghetto as shit. I'm keeping it being,
He's sitting there like, what, with my ex? And it's like, come on.
we
Like,
don't look. We try to keep like we tell stories, but we don't want to give no context clues or names,
Right.
Because we do respect the women that we encounter,
Right.
So we try to be like, you remember.
We don't want to give
You
too
mean
much
Right.
away,
Or you mean like so he can know
I
what
thought
I'm
you were
talking
actually
about.
to say something. Just
No.
right.
But no, we try to keep everything out, out the way because we don't want to be messy. Like I was just with the Joe and Ashley, and we was. It's like no, like you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And then we just go from there.
Right.
So, are y'all in a relationship?
No.
So, it's nobody that you care about?
No.
I
What do you mean by care about?
people?
Somebody that will listen to this podcast and feel like, really?
I think I care about everybody.
Is it one person that you care about more than others?
My mom. I care about my mom.
Interesting.
Are we talking about relationships?
Relationships.
Oh. No.
There's people I care about.
I care about
Somebody
everybody.
I care about.
Everybody
Some
I
people
care about.
Because I feel like what would be the dynamic of you being in, like, talking about what y'all talk about and you having a girlfriend at home watching this?
That's a great fucking question. And you're going there right now. You know what I mean?
What do you mean by that?
Like, you doing what you love.
Yeah,
Like,
break it down like I'm 5.
you literally, like, the podcast is lit. Like, you see what I'm saying? Anybody that you decide to be in a relationship with literally got to be comfortable with the guests, the stuff that y'all talking about,
That's true.
Yeah.
all of those different
That's true.
things.
That's true.
I mean, like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like it's dating and doing a podcast is definitely difficult. Like it's definitely women I care about. You know what I'm saying? Somebody probably watch this and be like, "Why you said that?" Or, you mean? But like I lost a relationship low key due to doing this shit. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like, but my career always like number one to me. You feel me?
I think there are certain things that you just have to accept when the person that you're with is doing, what they love. Like
Right.
if it's a career, you won't let their career get in. Have you ever had to deal with that?
That's my baby, y'all. If y'all hear my baby, y'all know I'm a new mom.
Yeah.
So,
It's real life.
have I ever had to deal with it?
Yeah.
So,
Like putting your career not first, but just sometimes you got to put it in front of certain things.
okay, so prime example. Chad grinded me up about this behind the scenes, but when I got pregnant and decided that, okay, I'm having a baby and stuff like that, I love my man. My man found out that he needed to go to Romania to play basketball.
Oh shit.
Right.
Are we going to pause that? Okay. My man found out that he needed to go play basketball in Romania. Okay.
Right.
When I met him, he was hurt. Like, I never really thought about, like, if he continued to do what he loved. I just knew
You just knew him.
Yeah.
I just knew him to be my man.
Right.
And then he was healed, and then he said, like, they called me to go to Romania.
He was like, wait, what? Hold on.
The fuck? Like,
Yeah, hold on.
and I'm pregnant now. Like,
Yeah.
and he was like, well, what do you think about it? And it's like, well, I just came off a poetry tour, and I would never tell somebody to not do what they love to do. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Imagine somebody was like, hold on, poetry tour.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
You'd be like, yeah.
And when he told me, like, I start crying, and I'm like,
and you pregnant hormones.
And I'm pregnant hormones. I'm like, I love
Are
you.
you crying?
I'm still pretty.
Okay.
But I'm consciously trying to be pretty and not be that. Probably if somebody died, I would be ugly. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but like, stuff like that, it's like tears are slowly dripping.
Right.
So I said, I'm so sad, but you have to do what you love.
Yeah.
I would never want you to live with the guilt of telling your kids, you know, we had this great podcast, and then your mom thought it wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, I'll tell you about that specifically. You know, I always used to say, like, I don't want to resent you. Like,
right.
The person I was dating before, I said, if I don't accomplish what I want, I'm gonna be in a relationship with you, but I'm gonna resent you. And that I can't be like a good person to you
right.
if I feel like, oh, now I'm doing the accounting or something.
Right.
But I really wanted to do this. But I'm doing it to please you, but like it look good image wise, whatever. Because you know some women be like, you know, like my parents gonna see this or that. It's like I don't care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Like I really don't. You know.
I mean, also like they halfway out the door. They old.
Yeah.
They don't.
Bruh.
I'm sorry. Oh.
I feel like that's a good point that you said, like not wanting to resent somebody, but still knowing that like every day y'all wake up and y'all get to do what y'all let to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
can't nobody stop the shit. Like we ain't really not a person on the planet that can make me go like, you know, like
you know what?
I'm
You're right. Maybe I'll stop talking about this.
Yeah, no,
right.
Yeah,
I don't
think nobody's gonna do that.
It's so funny, and it's so like you know that when you eat, regardless of what anybody think, you living in your purpose right now.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Like when
this is liquor, y'all, not water. I'm sipping this, and if I can progressively get a little wilder,
right?
Mean that you thank God. Let's go.
You know that y'all waking up every day and y'all doing what y'all love to do.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
and you wouldn't want to be with somebody that would stop you from.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mature enough to understand though, like the content definitely different from some other shit. So like, I know I'm honest with myself. Like, if I was the woman that was dating me, I don't know if I would be able to handle like the type of, even outside of the content, it's like the attention that we receive, or like blah blah blah. It's just like I don't know if I can handle that shit.
Right.
But if you met me here, you know this is what it is. I can't really adjust.
Right.
We always talk about like if we was talking to a shorty that had a podcast that was talking about what we was talking about, how would we feel?
Yeah.
Right.
And
we try to keep it a buck.
I mean, I don't. At first, I would kind of be a little hesitant, but I mean, it is what it is. Like it's life.
Right.
Like, it really is life. Like.
Do you feel like y'all deal with a misconception of y'all being hoes with all the sexual experience?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
No offense.
He's a whore.
Like,
He's a whore.
But like,
I'm a whore.
with all the experiences, like, come on, you ain't get that from 3 people. Like,
I mean, like people definitely be like, but you know, like you'll start talking to a shorty and she be like, you know, you and your other bitch, or you did this, that, and the third.
Yeah, I know your roster is crazy. Like, why are you doing this? Stop equating them to numbers. Like,
but it be giving those vibes sometimes.
No, I understand. Listen, I'm self-aware.
As many times that I tune into the podcast and I gotta find out that one of y'all is waking up in the morning and beating y'all dick. Right? And it's making me feel like, well, why you ain't answer the phone? Because you was beating your dick?
Yeah. Probably. But no, it's like, we try to like, I don't know, like, all the experience we talk about, we talked about this off camera before we started the podcast. I talk about some shit I did, I want to do, I need to do, or like, you feel me? So it's just like, whatever comes to my mind sexually, most of the time, I'm going to say it out loud.
Right.
That's it. Like, I talk about getting my ass ate recently, like in the past couple months. I'm going to keep it a buck on my podcast. I mean, I put my legs in the air. A little too, you mean?
You got your ass ate?
Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Like, wait, did you go like legs up?
Legs up.
So did you enjoy it?
I did.
Okay.
I liked it a lot.
You want it again?
Yeah, for sure. Come on now. Everybody can't do it though. Everybody can't do it though, but
I'm saving it for my wife.
So you saving your butt for your wife?
I'm saving
your butt for your wife is crazy.
That's literally insane.
Is it?
So one day I did an episode on a podcast about sexual levels, right? Yeah. And I feel like it's different levels to it, right?
For sure. Yeah.
This level, like this Dragon Ball Z, like Super Saiyan level, they doing orgies up there. I'm not on that level. Like,
we're not there yet.
I'm not on there.
We went to a sex party though.
We went to a sex party.
Yeah, but like,
fun.
You know, like the guys that want to watch their wife get like punished and stuff like that. I'm not up there.
Like the kink
swinging, like you said. No shame to anybody that's into that.
Yeah.
Level 3 It's like open mind. Like that was level 4.
Okay.
You know, level 1 is the pillow princesses and stuff like that. Like,
shout out to the pillow princess.
Like you see what I'm saying? Level 3 is they're open-minded bunch.
Yeah.
They'll try anything once.
Yeah.
Okay.
What level are you on?
Good.
If we going from pillow princess to orgy number 4.
If we're talking about like getting your ass ate is level 3, then I guess I'm like 2.5.
I would say 3.5. I'm open to a lot of shit.
So you on your way up to number 4 with the orgies and stuff?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a orgy done. I'm trying to do some exhibitionism. You mean like watch 2 women have sex? I want somebody to watch me.
Okay.
Fuck another lady. Like this is all shit that I speak about. Like even some women I rap with. Should we do like a little checklist sometimes?
Okay.
I stole that from Lionel. A little sex checklist on what you want to try. Like
a sex
I don't want to watch her get fucked particularly because I'm not into that. But I do like shorty want to play with herself while I'm fucking somebody. I'm rocking with that. Like
I think it's good to know yourself.
I feel like I got a good little game.
It's good to know like what you like, what turns you on, what turns you off. It's kind of good to know that.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like, not older women, but women with more maybe sexual experience or comfortable in their sexuality. It's easier for them to express like to their partner what do you want, what are you looking for? Do you feel like you ever been in a place where you feel like you wasn't satisfying and like she had to say like bruh, like that was only 2 minutes, or like bruh, like I didn't nut yet and you did.
I'm probably disappointed.
Like you see what I'm saying?
I'm sure I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have.
But like at this place now, the expectation for y'all to perform is super high.
Which I don't understand. I don't think so. Come on.
I'm letting you know from the perspective on the outside looking in of a woman. Like they're literally thinking you're out here slinging dick and it's so good.
But you got peep though. Like every time like me and Lionel meet a lady, or like if we are together or we start rapping, they be like, "You really cool as shit." Like I'm a regular, like we be I'm a dickhead. All I do is bid all day. So if I'm about to bust in 30 seconds, after I was drawn, that shit was going crazy. But I'm gonna get back though. You feel me?
Right.
But I'm gonna make sure I get you right. Like if I gotta eat some pussy, use your toy on you. Like you gonna get your shit. But cause sometimes if I bust fast, I be excited.
Right.
Like if we was leading up to fucking, we been on the phone, FaceTime. I'm like, let me get this first nut out.
You got round 2 for her?
Yeah, I'm giving round 2. Give me
round 2.
Get me back up.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm getting older.
No, that's a fact though.
I mean, I'm getting older, so it just might have to be morning sex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Morning sex is it's a little slept on a little bit.
Morning sex?
I need about 10 minutes to reload. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like unless you keep me in, you know what I mean, then I'm good. But otherwise, I need some time to like reload. Yeah. If you force me to stay in, not force, but like if you tell me don't leave out after I let one off in you, then I could do that. But if you let me get out and I feel the air on my penis, I need to chill. I need to relax.
So you want to have to drink some juice?
Yeah, everybody needs a break. Yeah, I need a break. I be needing a break.
Yeah, I need a little breaky break.
I guess it's different with women.
Yeah.
Like we need breaks sometimes, but it's
y'all
like
been nuts 7 times. Like that's crazy to me.
So okay, so this is the thing. Because sometimes like we nut like and it don't count in the beginning.
Nut. We talked about
the baby nut. Like you see what I'm saying? Like that's not fair. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for like the really orgasm. Like we're looking for like the I know.
Good time.
Like you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to come. We're looking for the theatric one.
Yeah.
Not that one in the beginning where you look down and you see, oh, she came, I can come.
Yeah.
No.
That does not count. So a lot of men are looking down. Oh, she came, me too. No. That doesn't count. That's like we don't even feel that. We can't control that.
If that happens, I look at the ceiling while I'm fucking because I ain't trying to bust yet. I look at the ceiling, look down a little bit, then I look back at the ceiling. You feel me?
Stay focused.
Because I don't want to nut yet. So it's like, I'm right here with it. You feel me? Then I look down, but then I look back up.
Do y'all got some tricks to stay focused?
Tricks to stay focused? Yeah. No. If I come, I come. Like, I don't know.
No, you trying.
Okay, no.
Looking at the wall, I don't. Like,
do you care what we think of y'all? Like, if you...
No.
Okay, I love
Not
that.
like that. I mean, what can I really do? Like, what can you really do?
I'm gonna tell niggas something.
Come. Like,
your mouth can save you a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you eating some vagina, your mouth can save you.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it can save you. You could pull out
true.
and eat. That's my focus trick. Pull out, eat, go back in, pull out, eat. You mean like that's it?
So I seen this post on Instagram that I commented on about a guy like talking about like 2-minute men and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And I had commented to the guys to let them know when your foreplay is lacking and your oral is lacking, it's more pressure to perform.
Yes.
If you know that you are always going to be a 3-minute man, that's literally in your genetic makeup and it ain't going to change.
I perfected my craft.
Like you see what I'm saying?
You gotta. That's one thing because I know I'm not always going to like.
You're not always going to give somebody 10 minutes. But if the foreplay was good and she feel like she done got kissed on and the oral sex was good,
niggas need some fucking patience.
We don't. This is literally the same vagina that I gave you yesterday.
Yes.
That you're about to get. Do you know that? Like,
come on.
So
it didn't change.
It did not change. I gave it to you on your birthday, on Christmas, on Hanukkah, on Kwanzaa. You've been getting it all year.
Niggas gotta
pace yourself.
Do some shit like, you know, like just be a little more patient. Like I got a massage candle. I showed Elle this joint. That sounds crazy.
A massage candle.
I got a massage.
You was telling me about it. You didn't even
show me that shit.
Yeah, you
but
told me about
I got
it.
a massage candle, you know, like that, and like, but these are things I've learned from women. I learned that from a woman. A woman, she get a massage candle, rub her back before you slide up in there. Like sit, straddle on the back, rub her back. You know, 5-10 minutes, then you start to slide your shit in. Like it's a good little foreplay.
Right. That's why you got to know your person too.
That's a fact.
Like people really, they see us, they think like we meet a shorty and we just like hit them first day and like that's it.
Right.
You know what I mean? No, like we get to know them, we get to find out what they like, they do. Yo, like I will talk to a shorty
for months.
I'll talk to a woman.
For a while.
I'm trying to be.
I love how classy you trying to be.
Yeah, you feel me? I will talk to a woman. I would talk to a woman for like a solid week, 2 weeks. Like people think that we just get their number and then we just get right to their crib and just start going crazy. That's not the case. Like
okay,
you get to know them.
You're not fast.
Like. No, why do people think that? Just because
when
we talk about.
I was rapping with somebody recently and she was like, I was about to whisper to you. Right, anything, right?
You was rapping with her? We got laughs
but my fault. And she was just like, I was trying to get this nigga some pussy. Like, she was telling me I wasn't catching the vibes at the spot. I'm like, yo, like sex is gonna come if it come. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't mean to sound like cocky, but like, I really can just masturbate or I'll be chilling. Like, I don't need pussy. I love it.
Right.
You feel me? I don't need it though, but I love it. I do need it. But like, I'm patient with it. Like, I don't, you know.
Yeah,
what you need it?
I need it.
Okay.
Yeah, I need it.
He keeping it real.
I need it.
I need it to function. I do a little bit.
I don't want to press up on a pussy and be like,
I need to get.
I feel like not being not. You need to do what?
A dry challenge.
Like when you don't have no sex.
Have no sex.
Like no nut November.
Yeah, like no dry February. Just.
Could you do no nut November?
That I can't masturbate.
No,
nigga.
Be a little tough. Alcohol's gonna get me through.
Yeah.
You can't
like,
press the pussy.
I feel like when guys aren't pressed though, they get it easier. Like we want.
I don't want to give niggas the sauce, but niggas. We be
the more honestly, the more nonchalant. Me being in a relationship, when I met my partner, I was on a celibate journey.
Okay.
He was not pressed. Like you see what I'm saying? Yeah. And I wanted to give him something that he didn't ask for, and it's just like. It wasn't you on a celibate journey, but it's like, you don't want it. I want to give it's like some weird, like psychological reverse psychology that we got going on. Like, but when you want it and like we feel that you pressed, like we just watching a movie and you like, let me see your nipple. It's like such a turn on.
That's crazy.
That's wild. So wait, the celibacy journey, what's that like? Did it do anything for you? Like, did you at the end? So at the end, was there like an end result?
For me personally. Like, because I know some people, like, they feel like, oh, well, I got needs and I got stuff like that. For one, as a woman, I don't want to have no sexual interactions with somebody that I just don't got an emotional connection with. Like, you see what I'm saying? I also don't want to be in a place where I'm making excuses for your behavior because the sex so good. So I'll ignore all your red flags because, like, the sex good.
That come with time.
You ever did that before?
That come with time. Yeah, that come with, like, age. Like, I'm 30 now, you know what I'm saying?
Sex will have you blinded. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I can't stand shorty. Like, so all of those things was in the, and then I just felt like, you know what, if anybody is going to be with me, they're going to be with me because they like my personality. Not because, like, we had sex, it was a bomb, or she nasty, or anything else. Even, like, I feel like sometimes when you dating girls, like, if we like y'all, we just start doing the most. Like, just.
That is very true.
Like,
that's very true.
At that place, when I was doing it, like, I was, like, making a conscious decision that, like, I'm not doing nothing. Like,
I also think, like, fucking really fast don't really change my opinion on any woman. Like, I never had a one night stand before.
Okay.
Like, so it's like, I said to say, like, every woman that I fucked, we talked, like, on the phone a lot, or we went out, like, you know, like, just giving it up fast, be like, we just, because I think it's weird if y'all both want to fuck and y'all just don't, because it's like, he gonna think this of me, or she gonna, it's just like, I have a home, you have a home, we have a lot of tension right now. What are we
okay,
for? It's kind of
so
interesting to me.
Do y'all feel like you've never looked at if you chill with the girl the first time, this is your first time hanging out, and y'all have sex, you're not looking at her no differently?
No, because that's happened. I mean, especially as far as like the platform we created, like that happens now. You know
okay.
A lot more, and it's just like, see, I put that real professional, but like that happens sometimes, And I rap with some of them women still to this day. Like,
right.
oh, I'm gonna be in Atlanta or I'm gonna be in Chicago. Like they came here, I'm gonna be here. Like we still cool.
Right.
Like it ain't. We might not talk every day, but it's just like, yo, if we meet each other and we want to fuck each other, what are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to, but it's like we grown.
Right.
We grown as shit now. Like,
I think people like overlook the fact that like we're creating this bond. Between each other, like they think that sex is this one thing, and I'm like, no, like we could be cool and have sex and
be friends.
That could just be that, but we could also like enjoy each other.
So I feel like you know what, because that's a good way to put it. I feel like, but it's also about like intentions of what you're looking for.
Right.
Yeah.
Like don't do it if you want a relationship out of me.
Yeah.
Like you see what I'm saying? If I'm going to have sex with you this one night, I'm not going to look at you different. But if you're going to start calling me, expecting me to be your man, or trying to get a relationship out of me because we did this, then don't do it in the first place.
That's the attention conversation. Like, you know, we straight. Like, look, this is what we looking for. So we both, especially if we just kind of met, we gotta have a discussion. Or if we don't, we know we grown. Like, we know we both did.
That's when you find out, like, oh shit, like you kind of crazy a little
right.
bit. Like when people start doing things when you first meet them, they're not always that same person.
Right.
Yeah.
People change up. They do.
I've been crazy.
It happens.
Yeah.
I've been semi-crazy as a nigga.
Sometimes you slip into that shit and you don't even realize you in it.
Until you're crazy a little
you
bit.
You don't even realize you in that shit until like you just doing some crazy shit.
Yeah, until you driving back from doing the crazy shit that you did. You like,
until you in front of his house and you like, dang, this out of pocket.
Yeah, you like, damn, why I did this?
Or until you call him 11 times in a row, like, you know, he ain't answering.
Yeah.
That's a little excessive.
I don't think pussy ever.
11 is crazy.
Pussy ever made me do something like, wow, yeah,
absolutely.
I'll skip rocks on the window before, but I'm like polite, crazy nigga. Like I got anxiety, so I hate being like embarrassed and shit.
I don't like how you put
me
so
too.
like if I make a scene, I'm like, it's like a little teeny scene. Like,
no,
what?
We're not gonna act like you skipping rocks is just something.
It was light. It was a nice skip.
You threw rocks at a
No, I skipped them. I actually skipped them.
Ain't no such thing.
You wasn't like you wasn't trying to.
I didn't throw the rock. I literally did like this so it can scatter. I wanted her to hear it.
You threw a rock.
And then when it did the first,
he wasn't trying to break the window.
The first rock didn't work. I went home.
Accountability.
I didn't stay.
Accountability.
I take accountability.
Do you feel like is that the most embarrassing thing that you did?
Yeah, because I called my mom. I was driving up here, and I said, "Mom, I just got to talk to her right now."
Wait, that's not the craziest thing you did. That's not, bro.
What, motherfucker? What? What? Didn't you even know? Oh, where?
Didn't you even know?
Where? Yeah, bitch. What?
Yeah. That's not
a note. I left a note on the car.
He left a note on the car
while
she was at work.
That same girl?
That's pretty chill.
With the note.
Oh, you talking about when I was going in the job? Oh, yeah, she's different. Okay, you bringing up old things. I'm 30.
No. Yeah.
I definitely went to a woman's job before. Like, you're like, let's just talk. Is she working behind the bakery counter? I'm like, can we just talk real quick? Like, but I'm quiet though. I'm like, hey, like you talk. She like, no, like,
leave me alone.
Yeah, like so you know. But I was younger and like really in love, like trying to make shit work.
Right.
So I look back at that type of shit like, damn, you was on some nut shit. But I always kept it real quiet. If anybody walked up, I left. Yeah, I was.
That's me.
I hate being embarrassed.
I literally. It's certain things I can't do because I don't want to be embarrassed. Like I got some pride. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm walking out here with some pride.
Yeah, like something's. I'm not down on my dick. Like I'm
not going to email nobody. Okay, people emailing people.
Yeah.
I emailed.
Really?
I'm not talking through Cash App and sending emails.
No, that's crazy. You sending $1 and be like, unblock me. Like,
I'm not doing it.
I sent the email.
Oh, you was down bad a lot of times.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've sent like a final email, like kind of like this is my final.
I did. All right. Well, listen. Okay, so I just thought about it. I did send a note. Like,
nigga.
I mailed it. I mailed the note out.
Like in the mail?
Yeah, stamping on. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's out of pocket.
That's a little crazy.
And was it in the age of technology?
Yeah, like this was literally like what, like this was in 2014.
Why would you mail this note?
You could have drove it.
I mailed it. I could have drove. I could have put it in the mail.
You could have wrote on Facebook, MySpace, so many different things.
I mailed it out.
Anything.
I took a picture of it.
Did she respond to it?
Yeah, she called me.
Okay.
She was like, that was cute.
The same thing you could have. It was called.
Did y'all get back together?
No.
So the note wasn't that good.
It wasn't worth it. Yeah.
I broke up with her over dinner. Like I cooked dinner, and then I mailed the note. It was crazy. Like you ever make a mistake? I made a mistake.
What kind of mistake?
I thought I didn't want a relationship, and then I wanted one, but then I didn't want one with her.
That sucks. Wrong.
Did you end up in another relationship with somebody else?
Yeah, the girl, she told me not to go.
So it was the one that she ain't had to worry about that you.
I told her like, don't worry about her.
Okay.
I ended up with her,
and she didn't work out.
because she was actually crazy.
And look at that. The grass was not
We was
greener.
all crazy. I'm crazy. She crazy.
The grass
We
wasn't
nuts.
greener. The grass wasn't as greener on the other side. Something else that I want to ask
That's a
is
good
like,
point, though.
but
No, I'm
Grass
saying,
is always greener.
I don't want you to forget your point, but you could come back to me whenever.
I'm not.
Because the point she just said was how people like look at being single versus being like being in a relationship, and then like some of my friends in a relationship look at me and Lionel, and it's like both sides have benefits.
Right.
So a lot of single niggas, relationship niggas, love doing single nigga shit.
Right.
And it's like it's benefits on both sides. Just do what works for you right now.
When you think of like, even though like y'all not in relationships, and I'm gonna guess y'all not looking to be in one either,
You don't know.
or whatever happened.
Whatever happens.
I feel like that's such a like that's gaslighting people when you dating by saying stuff because you make a woman hopeful.
Well, wait a minute. You communicate. Communication is key.
If
That
you
will
say,
always
like-
be the number one thing in all relationships.
I agree.
Gaslighting be happening too, though. A lot.
I agree.
I take accountability as a man, so I've gaslit sometimes. I've been gaslit, you know. Just
Right.
Like,
Oh, you're making us look crazy.
no, it's accountable, man.
But if I know that, because some girls be like, I feel like when you a guy, you got things going on for yourself. Because a lot of my friends are guys, so I know what it's like when you got a lot of things going on for yourself. Women try to lock you in that relationship fast. Like you see what I'm saying?
A little too fast.
Super fast.
I always tell this nigga I got like a husband face. I tell you this still all the time. I feel like I have like a face of a husband because every woman I like a lot of women I've encountered like really like me, and it's like that sounds so cocky. I'm just like I was raised by a good family. Like,
Right.
I be chilling.
It's
So
probably so
like-
many perks of like knowing you and being around
Yeah,
you. It's
like,
such a good
Also,
time.
it's a lot of like ancient niggas out here.
Yeah,
Like
I
the
understand.
bar is extremely low.
My therapist
It's
told me
very
that.
low.
It's not.
My
It's
therapist
a
all you gotta
told me
do is
It's a
just
it's
be
a hell.
cool.
It's a
that.
hell.
Be nice, yeah.
You just be cool. Like
Be nice.
enjoy the life that you live in, and people will really look at you
And-
like. What the
And the thing about it is, even if you dating a girl and you like literally are not even flirting, you just being your normal
regular
nice
nigga,
self.
yeah.
Being yourself.
My therapist told me
She's
that-
loving you in the
she
second
told me-
week.
She told me like, there's a difference between being like a fuck nigga, a fuck boy, and like a toxic man.
Yeah.
And she was kind of she had pointed me out to be like in one of those type of categories, and she was like, yeah, you just you be being regular, and like people translate that as like, yo, this nigga love me,
Right.
and it's like, no, I'm just not a dickhead. That's where the bar is. So like,
The fact that you're in therapy is like putting you like ahead of the curve already. Like you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, I met this guy. He in therapy,
yeah,
and it's like
definitely, you know, I got a cat too now.
He be
you got a
saying
cat.
I have a cat.
He be
Okay,
saying that on his
he's
dates,
such
and I'm
such a nurturer. He has a cat.
that. Yeah.
I'd be like, in therapy today, like,
Right.
we're just
Yeah,
like,
he be doing
What,
that.
my
Yeah, I
family?
know. When
And
he
he
start
has a,
talking to a girl,
and he has a
like,
cat because he want one, not because he got mice. So it's like,
right.
Like, no, I really no therapy is dope though. Like I was scared of it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to talk about a lot of shit. I thought that her talking about my relationship would be the heavy hit, but she started talking about family, and that was like a little bit more different because a lot of things growing up you kind of put to the side. Not that I was like traumatized, like being beat up and shit, but like something you just dismiss it. Like you grow up, like I don't care about that.
right.
Yeah.
So I thought the relationships was gonna hit. It was the family, and I was like, damn, like you preaching to me, like. But this is
Yeah.
shit that I was running away from. I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
So I think that like therapy definitely like changed a nigga a little bit. It just gives you tools to like deal with shit you think about. That's all.
Right.
Especially if you're anxious as fuck.
I love when we always get on the topic of therapy. You in therapy too?
I'm not. I should be. 2 weeks ago, my mom came to me and was like, she was like, I did the best I could. I was like, what the?
Why'd she say
I
that?
said, what the fuck? And then she said,
Am I disappointing you? Like,
no, yeah, but then she said like, I try my hardest with you and your sister, and I was like,
She did great.
dog, stop! What are you doing? Like,
Why are you doing this
stop
to me right
talking
now?
me. Yeah, like, what are you?
I think our parents like reflect. My mom, she apologized to my sister recently. Like nothing crazy, but like they clash sometimes.
right.
And it's like they two women in the house. Me and my mom argue different. Her and my sister argue different. But our parents reflect now.
Right.
Because like I'll bring up a story like my mom like I remember that time you beat me this one time, and she's like I didn't do that, or she'd be like, but mom, to me I love it. I love my mom. She's cool as shit. I don't care.
Right.
But it's like they reflect now. Like damn, like.
Right.
But you got Pete. My mom had me at 23.
Right.
If I had a baby at 23, I don't know how I
I
would raise
wouldn't
a
know how
nigga.
to
Right.
work.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd be
Like,
like-
My mom does the same thing. If I bring up something, my mom would be like, "That didn't happen, Amira." But it's like, Mom, like you was 21.
Right.
Yeah, like I
You
mean,
did throw the slipper at my
And I
head.
remember that. Like, and I remember
What you
this.
mean?
Like,
Like, yeah,
I remember this. Like,
yeah.
so I feel like a lot of people don't give their parents the
No
grace to
grace.
know that
Right.
before your parents wake up and are your parents. Like, they're their own human beings.
And we forget that.
Like,
yeah,
They humans.
we see them
They're
as our
humans.
parents, but really they
Like,
were
just-
literally
right. Like, just like y'all said, like, when I asked y'all, like, about having kids, you're like, I'm trying to take care of myself.
Yeah.
To have this responsibility to keep somebody alive
Yeah.
and make sure they don't put nothing in their
Crazy.
mouth because they
Crazy.
crawling on the floor and stuff.
Yeah.
And then to still show up for me and, like, try to get a job or make sure we got somewhere to live and you hungry.
Now that you see how, like, making money and keep your mental health straight, how hard it is, imagine doing it, like, with a kid before you had kids and shit. It's like our parents, I remember the first time my mom and my dad, my superheroes. But the first time I realized, like, my mom struggled with some money, I was probably, like, 18, and I was like, I don't want to hear this shit to myself. She's like, yeah, because I got to do this. And my mom started being realer with me when I got older.
Right.
Like, my mom's got a successful business, but, you know, it's finances that she never talked about.
Right.
Then when I started hearing it, I'm like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I asked you for money and you got it.
Right.
But, like, she got to work hard for that. So it's like realizing you are a human first and then you're a parent.
Right.
You know, so it's a hard thing to kind of split. But I think as they get older, they in 50s, 60s, they like, let me talk. Like, let's do therapy. Let's talk.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
I feel like they also didn't have all the resources that we got.
not even half of them.
Like, we got so many resources.
Yeah,
like, even if you can't afford therapy, like, you can go to a therapist that got their whole podcast and stuff and listen to and get some gems for
You
free.
can go on YouTube and put on a fucking Zen playlist.
Right. You can start meditating. Like, you got.
Exactly.
There's an app that'll tell you the cheapest gas prices. Am I tripping or is that not crazy?
That's crazy.
Is
bro.
that not crazy? Like, I
That's
can find
crazy.
the cheapest gas in my area.
They ain't have what we had, bro.
Even little things like that. Like, just little dumb stuff.
Like,
honestly.
We about to cry.
I would be driving
No,
around the
no,
neighborhood. I would be driving around the neighborhood trying to figure out who has the cheapest gas before I think that.
Before you think that there's
It's
an
an app.
actual app that'll tell you this place has the cheapest gas. I was just saying.
'Cause
Like,
gas
it's a
is
lot.
high.
We have a lot. We got a lot of shit.
We got a lot of resources, and I feel like sometimes we don't realize that we can be the vessels for our family to have those conversations that they may not be comfortable enough to have yet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I always talk to my mom be laughing and she will come to me about relationship advice, but it's okay because I'm operating from a different place of resources from you.
Yeah,
Like, you see what I'm saying, and perspectives and conversations that I had with people.
Even I didn't mean to cut you
It's
off,
okay.
but even like sex conversations, I never had an actual conversation about sex with my parents.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I learned that on some other shit, like probably watching porn but my
Yeah.
mom had very light conversations. You know, be safe. You know, this, that, and the third. But it was never like a sit down. This is what this supposed to do. All my mom told me, if it don't look right, it ain't right. Which means don't let nobody touch on you when you were kids.
Okay.
But other than that, it was never like super intense. So like even with those conversations, and me having this platform that I have, and my mom knows about it, you know, she just like, you all raunchy on there. It's like, this is not taboo. Like, these are conversations we all can have together. You know, like, this is regular. Mom, I be fucking. Like,
whoa.
I be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have sex.
Right.
You mean? Like, it happens.
I remember the first time I told my mom too.
Did you
That
have
was
sex?
scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was scary.
And how did your mom react to knowing that you out here humping on somebody's daughter?
I was at her crib. I was at her crib, and the girl who I was having sex with was on her period, so she like ruined. She ruined the sheets.
Okay.
It was my mom's. Like, she had these like Ralph Lauren towels.
You put them on your own bed?
Yeah, I just laid them down. I wasn't looking at what they was. I just was like, lay these joints down. Boom. I look up and the
blood on the
blood, and I was just like, all right, let me grab the towels. Let me just make sure everything is straight. My mom was like, why is there blood on these towels? And I was like, Mom, I'm having sex. Mom, I
What a crazy
am
way to
having
find
sex.
out.
Whoa.
Like, I just was honest because I'm like, if I keep running from, like, I don't know.
I never even said that to my mom.
Yeah, I just told her, like, Mom,
I didn't.
You know?
And I think it's important for us to have more of those conversations because
sure.
I remember when I had my first period, my grandma was like, you know that you got a period, like, you could get pregnant, you got to get on birth control. Well, like, this,
Damn.
but like, it's crazy because like,
she put
this
that
how
on
my,
you.
yeah,
was like,
this how all my other friends was too. Like, all of us was on birth control. Like, 14, we wasn't having sex. Like, I'm still dressing like Allen Iverson at the time. So, I'm not even.
You wasn't even fucking yet.
I'm playing NBA Live
Right,
all the
right,
time.
right.
Like, so I'm not even.
Yeah.
I'm not even understanding like what you expect from me with this birth control
What you
thing.
mean by that?
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, women been through some shit. Like,
Yeah.
As far as like growing up.
I was a super late bloomer. Like,
Yeah.
whereas though
Yeah.
I'm just corny. Like, when I didn't want to be AI, I graduated to wanting to be Paul Pierce, and then Vince Carter,
Yeah, crazy
Okay,
journey.
yeah.
and then my mom just started asking, "Do you like boys?"
Yeah,
that's
yes.
right.
Like,
Crazy.
that's what you just grad. Do you like
But
boys?
here's another funny factor about black moms and sex. They never want their daughters to have sex, But then when you hit 27 or something, where's the babies?
It's
Like
grandbabies at?
Right.
Why are we making babies and you're not having sex? I can't have it, right?
Right.
But now you want a grandchild with something I'm not supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, it's like,
and it's crazy because like even with all of that, it was still never no sex conversation.
yeah.
Like never no
Just
conversation.
don't have babies.
Yeah.
Not even STDs for real.
No, it was
Just
no.
don't have
It was
babies.
no conversation.
It was
like,
always don't have babies.
It was never like
and,
STD.
and I literally feel like a part of me, like being a late bloomer, and like was because I felt like I was gonna get pregnant.
Yeah.
Because my mom was always saying, "Don't get pregnant," or like if you have sex, you're gonna get pregnant, or the first time you have sex, like it was. I don't want to be pregnant.
So
So even
fuck a condom. Fuck
when I lost my virginity, even though it was with a condom and stuff like that, and it was probably like a 1 minute long, like I thought I was pregnant.
Yeah.
There was no way I could have been
pregnant.
pregnant.
Condoms, I still get scared too.
What?
It was literally no way that the whole trying to lose my virginity thing was just like. There was no way I could have been pregnant. I carried the guilt with me.
Did you do it intentionally? Like we was like, I'm gonna lose my virginity, and I'm like trying to like lose my virginity.
Honestly,
I don't think I did. I just kind of swung.
I feel like boys, y'all get a better luxury. Like whereas they're like with me, I feel like all my friends in high school, because I'm still a virgin in high school at this point. Okay, and I'm going to high school in North Philly, and
everybody was fucking at that time.
Yeah, it was like a really like big shock. Like people were pregnant there and stuff. And my girlfriends would be like, he gonna cheat on you because you're not doing it and stuff like that. I was the only virgin. Like you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like my mom, she went to the Poconos. I told her about this now. So she went to the Poconos on a ski trip, and I said, I'm fucking.
You had one goal that
week.
weekend. You was like,
I'm gonna get it.
I'm gonna get some ass.
We gonna go to the movies.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell them, come back to my place.
Yeah.
Because my mama not home.
You remember the movie?
Huh?
You don't remember the movie?
It was
probably a long time ago.
No, I don't.
What was it?
I don't remember the movie,
Yeah,
honestly.
You didn't care.
I wasn't even
You
focused
ain't
on the
give a
movie
fuck.
because I was
definitely
nervous.
That's crazy.
I was too
Got
nervous.
hella head before I was fucking. Like I was getting my dick sucked. Like I was.
That's
like,
crazy to me.
Cause that's what the chicks was doing in
That's
South
so
Philly, like
insane
sucking
to me.
dick. Like
Honestly,
that was the vibe.
maybe I did that before, maybe once for the boyfriend that I had
Yeah.
to just like.
Just to satisfy. Yeah.
just
We all dumb, not knowing what's going on.
Yeah,
We're
like-
just accepting it.
I don't even know what was going on. Like, and I just these kind of conversations are so important. So that your kid is not out there with that peer pressure and just being comfortable. Like,
you got to talk to them.
Especially
about
as a
this
little
type of
nigga,
stuff.
like the pressure you was talking about, being a nigga version, even at 12, 13, you a weirdo, bro. You ain't get no pussy, bro. It's just like, damn, like, I'll just start beating my shit.
Right.
You feel me? Now you like, damn, I gotta get some pussy. And
Kids
I
are
like,
ruthless.
Yeah.
They'll tell you, like, if you ain't had a girlfriend by a certain grade, they'll be like,
You was a loser.
I know I was a loser.
Yeah,
but like you
self-aware.
Huh?
You self-aware.
I was self-aware, but like I was smart.
Did you say like that's fine with me, or was you like? Because like those type of people, I'm like, it's not fine with you. Stop playing.
It was just something I had to make peace with.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I was the tallest girl in my class all the time. Like
you are tall, but you don't seem tall. If that makes sense.
No, it
You'll
doesn't.
meet somebody that's like tall.
I've been
like,
this height since ninth grade though.
I know, but you don't seem like
so this tall in ninth
like
grade.
a tall ass woman. Like it's some tall woman. That seem tall. Maybe
Is that
because
a
you kind of
thing?
like.
I'm not enough to be a stallion.
Yeah, you are.
Like a
How
little
tall
mini.
is a stallion? I
feel
thought
like
a
it-
stallion is like 5'9".
I'm 5'9".
But then you cuss.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You're a
cuss.
pony.
Like
I'm a pony.
Yeah.
That sounds more feminine for me. I like that better.
I'm a pony.
Like I like that better.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was something I made peace with.
Yeah.
With not
Your
being
height?
my height and just being in high school, not being the popular girl, like just being like the girl, like she's not ugly, but I didn't have nothing and nobody ever wanted to talk to me in high school.
So do you have any like sex appeal at like in your teen years?
Like when I look,
question.
That's
okay,
a good question.
To have sex appeal?
okay, so when I look back on it,
No, wait, hold on. Is sex appeal not a thing when we?
That
both
is a
teenagers?
thing.
Sex appeal.
it's a big thing.
And we
okay?
both teenagers. I'm like that girl's sexy. Like,
Yeah, but
I'm
like,
not giving sexy. I'm not giving sexy
Okay.
until I'm like in 12th grade.
oh, okay.
Like you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's super late. Like maybe like middle of 11th to 12th.
Yeah.
Like I get a swag. Like you see what I'm saying? Like I get my first little like work ready job and I could like buy a
Work ready
few.
was just, come on,
Yeah.
Come on.
I got a
$80
few.
for work ready.
I get a few fits. I could get like some weave. My mom started letting me wear weave ponytails.
Oh shit.
Like
Yo, when your parents are letting you do like
shit,
grown up things, that's when you know like
I'm wearing
alright,
like
older.
V-neck shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Get
didn't
this
really-
cleavage.
I know I ain't had no
Get this
sex appeal, like, I got a beard at 25. So like I
So that
really
was
was,
late.
I really was like a baby for a long time.
Baby
so
phase.
When everybody came back to chat to high school at 12th grade with beards,
Mm-hmm.
all the niggas did. I came
Yeah.
back with nothing. Like
Yeah.
I had like a light teeny mustache.
It's like what the
I
heck?
was so fucking mad.
And like And in high school, like they got boobs, they got butt. Like some guys is getting
You don't want to
beards.
be adorable as a man either. Like when you're adorable, women don't really fuck with
Is
you.
he cute?
You like he's adorable. Like I wanna be adorable.
When people started like doing like smoking weed and drinking, I'm like, all right, I gotta do this, man. We gotta do something cool, man. We gotta do something cool, man. So then I became one of the the preschool weed smokers. Like before you go into school, you smoking weed.
Fucking nut.
Somebody was like, somebody handed me like a Arizona before the school one,
Right?
And was like, yo, try this, and I'm thinking it was like Arizona, and it was really like lick, like, and I'm just like, you right, like you at home period, like just drinking, and you like, oh shit, this is alcohol, like.
Yo, I remember when I turned 18 and. This is when people drinking Four Locos.
Ew. I mean, it was a thing.
It was a thing.
I was drinking Four Locos.
I was drinking.
I hated it, but
Four Locos, Mad Dog, like stuff like that.
Mad Dog, you fucking all night off the MD.
Blue Bottle.
This is what people was drinking, and I just felt like, my mom did not raise me like this to be acting like that. Okay, like when you think about some of the stuff you start doing,
you be like,
my mom, reserved, though, like.
My mom did not raise me to be acting like that.
But you pop out though when you was raised kind of reserved, and it's load up. Like I went to college and just was like, nobody's here. It's time to fucking party. Like you mean
that's when you had your first liquor, right? Like that's
I drunk for the first time at 21. I was drinking Svedka.
Person, man.
That little,
the SV,
the SVEDKA.
Yeah, the weird names.
The strawberry lemonade joint. Drunk that shit. Somebody paid me to take a shot. One of my niggas was like, yo, bro, like, you don't drink? I'm like, no, it's so nasty. Like, bro, I'll give you $20. And I'm in college. $20 is wings and fries.
Right.
I said, say no more. Took a shot. We was good. We was lit ever since.
Right. You went to the caf and got you something?
Come on. Like, yeah, so, I don't know. Like,
what school did you, what college did you go to?
I went to college in Vermont, Champlain.
Okay. Did you go to college?
I did.
What college you went to?
For 1 year, though. I got up out of there. I was like, this shit not for me.
I commuted at college. I went to Cheney and I commuted every day.
Cheney, see you.
Okay.
The first HBCU.
And you would have thought that I lived a more lit life being there.
No, you didn't.
No, just went there and been more weird.
I was supposed to go to Lincoln.
Went there was more weird. Like
I visited Cheney. Y'all had gates on the windows. I was like, yeah, no. Y'all couldn't have like different sections in y'all apartments and shit. Like they would have lockdown.
So I commuted.
Oh, so you didn't even. That's far.
I lived in Delaware County.
Oh.
So it was one bus.
It's like 45 minutes.
Like 45 minutes is one bus.
Yeah.
Like it was like
that's not bad.
It was the one bus. I came home every day. Like even the people that was in my class, like coming in with hangovers, drinking. I don't feel that.
You wasn't fucking with it.
Yeah,
Even
you is weird if you commute in college though.
You commute
you a little
college.
weird.
And that's definitely a school to stay on campus.
Yeah, like
I mean, it's a fun school, right?
It was fun.
Partying and shit.
Driving to school every day? No, that's enough.
It was just, and even like the people that I'm friends with, that I went to school with, like they wasn't from Philly. Like they was like from DC and like Virginia. Like you see them, they was from all other places, and they would always be like, "You really from Philly? You don't act like it."
You feel like it's harder to find?
You don't talk like it.
Do you feel like it's harder to find friendship the older you get?
Especially for women, because I feel like y'all be friends with somebody that play 2K, like meet people on Call of Duty, go to the gym, like stuff like that, like bar, like.
I met him at 25, like 4 years ago.
At
work.
School. He's lying.
No, but we did go to the same high school. I didn't hang with you.
Y'all get
We
more.
didn't hang out.
Y'all get more like chances to make friends, like you see what I'm saying, and not from a place of ego.
Yeah.
Like
because I think we don't. I think sometimes in women friendships, like some women are like kind of territorial with their best friend, and I've seen it firsthand. Like, why she hanging with her? But like, if I bring my niggas around Lionel and Lionel brings his friends around me, what's up, nigga? Like, what's up with you, bro? Like, then we cool.
You don't care.
I don't care
that they're hanging out without you.
They was like fighting last night. We had an event. It was a party, and it was these two girls.
The 70s event.
Yeah.
Was it fun?
It was fun. It was good. And these two girls, they were arguing. One girl was like, you know, if I bring my friend around, why do you gotta treat her like that? And I'm like, I would never have that argument.
Never.
Like if somebody bring a friend around, somebody around, like, he cool with me, he cool with you.
Right.
Like,
That's why it's harder for us to.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends that I got, like, I met them in 8th grade.
See, that's
I got adulthood friends, like you see what I'm saying. That the relationship may not be as deep as far as women go, but like most of the girls is 8th grade, 9th grade.
That's crazy.
Like, and I also don't really lose friends that often either. Like, cause I would like to consider myself a good friend.
Are you? But have you ever experienced a friendship breakup that's like really fuck with you, or no? Like you just kind of let it go. You seem like you just kind of let it kind of flutter if it's not meant to be. You know,
I'm making peace with it, right?
Yeah. That's your voice.
Yeah.
Like, your voice is very.
So
So I've
experienced that.
Yeah.
And I feel like if it's meant to be, it'll come back around. Like I have friends that I
I
felt.
said that to my exes and them. You know
That's
what
a
I'm
good.
saying?
Yeah, right. If it's meant to
I'll
be.
see you again.
Because this is what I think about it. Because I fell out with my friends before. Like you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was it because of your success?
All right. So when I first,
Because I think that might.
the first time when I fell out with a lot of people, I was on some shit like I'm healing. I don't want to hang around y'all be in the bars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like
I'm healing.
it was really giving that vibe.
Oh,
Then I had to spin a block and go get all my friends back because they never did nothing to me. Like they never did anything. I just cut people off because
Girl, I'm in my healing era. I'm in my learning me.
I literally was just an uncut standing on tables with y'all. Like now I'm acting super different. Like so with that journey, it was super different with me thinking I'm better. Like and I was wrong. And everybody journey is different, and I also don't need to be friends with people that's on the same stuff that I'm on. I got different friends for different things, and I get different experiences.
I think a
from
lot
them.
of people they don't realize that
Your circle is your network. Like like some people I'm just watching Housewives of Potomac with, and like this is how a relationship
Everybody
goes.
gotta be in everything. Everybody gotta.
Then not only that, but I don't want to have a circle full of friends where like all my friends are business and no, I don't want
Everybody's
to.
reading poems to each other.
Yeah, right.
Poem circle.
I gotta.
poem circle?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get in the poem circle?
What's up?
You gotta write a book. I do got a circle of friends like we all have books.
book writers?
Like we're all published authors.
Okay,
And like,
not the Oprah Club.
Like we are the Oprah Book Club.
Bestsellers.
Like it is. I do have that circle. Like you see, that's also a circle where I get a lot of advice from too. Like you see what I'm
What's
saying?
that circle of women like? Cause I like for you to bring us around that.
They're women and men. Like you see what I'm saying? That are also.
He's trying to. He said, "What's up with your friends?" That's
like,
they want to be in relationships.
How old is?
Oh, all right.
You say how old are they?
Yeah, like older than me.
They older.
I'm 30.
A lot older.
No, they 30ish.
Oh, all right.
I'm about to be 30.
Okay. I mean,
You
they
excited?
cool.
You excited for that?
I'm really excited to be 30.
You lying like shit.
I literally.
You have to say that.
I honestly feel like I'm
mind
looking.
it,
I feel like I'm aging good.
Yeah, you are. You
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Black on crack.
Yeah, so I'm not tripping about 30 because I feel like, you know what, girl, you're doing a good job with your skincare routines and like going to the gym and walking and drinking water. I feel like the people that be scared is like they ain't feeling how they looking already.
Yeah.
Like the age is creeping up, like the wrinkles is coming
You
in.
gotta sometimes like you hit kind of a like a glow and when you get a little older. Cause I feel like I talked to Elle about like I don't think I would be able to handle this type of platform at 22.
Right.
Even though I've been doing like media for a long time. This is like the perfect time for this to happen to me.
Right.
You know, I would have lost my mind back then.
And when you think about how like stuff play out in your life, like it's literally the perfect timing.
Yeah.
When I think about how things, I couldn't be doing what I was doing at 21, like you said.
At all.
Like I wouldn't be able to handle it,
Not even close.
appreciate it, nothing.
I wasn't like I didn't realize. Sometimes you gotta realize you're sexy. You know what I'm saying? At 21, I was insecure.
Right.
Like I'm like I don't know if she's gonna like me, and just like I'll be at anything. Like if I want something, I'll get it. If it's a no, it's a no. If it's a yes, it's a yes. It just is what it is. Like it's like
You
I
get
feel like
comfortable in your skin.
I'm like damn, I wasted all these years being scary. Like,
Right.
For what?
And then sometimes with our nose, we feel like it's something wrong with us. I just may not be somebody's cup of tea, and that's cool.
Well, they might be dating somebody, literally.
Yeah, like,
they might be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. So.
Like before, I would feel like, oh, like he played me, or it didn't work out. Like I must be ugly, or my butt's so flat. Like it's like maybe I'm just not his cup of tea, and that's cool.
I say I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and everybody not mine.
It's cool, and we beat ourselves. We don't realize how much we beat ourselves up.
I used to beat myself up crazy. Like I used to be like, she don't want me. Like before I even start rapping with Shorty, like I'd be like, she don't even want me, man. Like why?
It's insecurity, man.
Yeah, I got a lot.
I was
of
with some niggas one time, and I was bitching. These hood niggas, they said, bro, come with that insecure shit. I was like 24.
Right.
Yeah, like, it was
crazy.
That hit different.
You insecure.
We was at a club or something. We was down right on that Temple. What's the shit we went to?
What?
The Let It's called. It was the Let Out.
Okay.
We in there joints, all these chicks in there. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, that's bullshit. Like, bro, you want some you want that insecure shit. I swear to God, ever since that day, I was like, damn, like, every time I think about doubting who I am, I be like, come with that insecure shit.
Right.
Get in your bag. Like,
do you feel like now, like, that y'all have really tapped into, like, who I am, the value that I bring, and, like, I'm really lit?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's easier, like, when women want to talk to you, or, like, blessings that come your way, like, it's like, yeah, I deserve it, duh. Like, look who I am.
Yeah, I've gotten big-headed.
Like you said, you should be big-headed.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, like, I'm not preparing for a rainy day. It don't rain here. Like, I deserve blessings. I deserve sunshine.
Yeah,
like,
I have. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely that type of person. And I hate when I, like, realize it a little bit, and then I'm like, Nah, be humble, but like realize,
you
you work for this a
Right.
little bit, like.
And I feel like it's different because I feel like us as women, we could always tell when a guy was like a late bloomer, he ain't get no bitches or something like that. Like
How they
act. Like you see what I'm saying? And like when I tune into the pod, I never get that from you. I wouldn't know like if you felt insecurities or like you went through any of that because it don't be given like I'm getting attention now. Like it's not giving weirdo.
I try
Like
to keep even. My mom always said like you either real high or real low. Like anxious or I'm like sad or like that. So I try to stay even. Like it's just like this shit. Like this is something that is supposed to happen to all of us on this couch. That's blessed with a platform. Like sometimes you get imposter syndrome. It's like no, like why the fuck? If I've been doing this since I was 13,
right?
Why would I feel like I'm not supposed to be here at
right.
29, 30?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I always try to keep it even. You could definitely tell niggas ain't get no pussy their entire life.
Listen,
I just want to go back to
you
that
be around some niggas sometimes. You can smell it on somebody. Like
pillow talking, like just insecure around other guys. One of the biggest red flags is for me personally, I would never date a guy that like just don't got other guy friends. Like he just don't like guys. I don't ask for guys. It's just like you hate everyone.
You hate everybody. That's a red flag with women without.
There's something that I'm like.
But you have friends that are guys.
Of course.
Like it's some guys that all his friends are women.
Like, I'm looking at some guys and they are kind of like I'm like, bro, you a little annoying. I'm like, how?
And I understand it.
But not niggas who ask all night where the bitches at, and then we get to said bitches, and like me and Lionel the only niggas on something,
right?
And niggas be like. I'm like, bro, did you ask where they was at?
Yeah.
But I never would want to talk to a guy that like all his friends are girls, or he got one guy friend and just a bunch of girls.
I got a lot of women friends. I got a lot of nigga friends too, though.
Right, but you would need to.
It's even.
I feel like when I was dating, like I'm definitely judging by like his personal character, friendships and stuff. Definitely like a lot of background go into like who I'm talking to. Like that.
You be checking.
Probably don't even got nothing to do with like who this person is in a relationship. I feel like it's all about those things go into character. Like you don't know how to maintain relationships with other men.
What about if he fucked his woman friend before? Because I have women friends that I've had sex with.
It depends on like when did you have sex with them? Because sometimes you have sex and you be like we better as friends.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because I have a friend like it's some like people that like you have sex and it's just like never again. Like you see what I'm saying? And then I feel like sometimes people will be at places in their life where like I'm depressed and like you my friend and you looking good. Maybe you was meant to be my right. Maybe you was meant to be my soulmate.
Looking good, yo,
right.
Depression.
I'm depressed.
But see, as a nigga, I always try to flip the table on me, and a lot of shit that I trust myself with, like I always ask. Can I handle that on the opposite end? And I can't. I don't.
Right.
So my woman had friends, and one of the niggas she fucked before. I don't think that I would be like cool with it. But I also feel like on the opposite on my end, I'm like I would never fuck that girl again.
Right.
So it's like I try to like if somebody's not cool with that, I'm like I understand. Like,
right.
Yeah.
This is like because I can't handle that myself.
Yeah.
I think that it's so good that you put yourself in a.
I try.
Like what y'all said in the beginning. Like, what if my girl had this kind of podcast? Like,
y'all
doing that a lot.
Women make us think these things.
Right.
Like, I've had women tell me, what if that was me, or what if I'm just like, damn, like I can't handle that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like,
right.
So I try to kind of be even. Like, I'm still like look out for me, but I try to like think about it.
I don't really know if it's something that a man would do that I wouldn't be able to flip it and not handle myself. Like I don't know if I have that yet, or if I tapped into.
It's something
that you can't handle.
Like dang, like I know I did this, but if you did,
I'm not like that.
I ain't sitting there pondering on it.
I'm if I do something, I usually go into it with the thought process of once I do this, I can't get upset at the person that I'm talking to.
Yeah, like I don't like.
Just can't be upset.
You got some people got so many deal breakers.
It's a lot of double standards.
Yeah,
it's a
lot of double standards, and like even when people say like, oh well, why can't we do it because we women? It's certain things, honestly, just as a woman and how I want to carry myself that I don't want to do it. Like I don't want to do that.
That as far as like I feel like when a woman really fuck with you, like she don't want to fuck nobody else, and to me that'd be like damn, like that's how you really feel, like. Cause like they be so in tune with you, it's like a nigga you could go out and like slip into some pussy,
right?
Per se, right? Your chick, 9 times out of 10, she pushing niggas away, like
right.
Even
all day
though her
long.
horniest time, she drunk and shit, she like I'm okay, like cause she really thinking about you. Sometimes as a nigga, you like well it was there.
You want to put it? That's what I was about to say. Do you want to put it in the simplest terms of like men? We just be like we be rocking with a lot of stuff.
That's we not supposed
and
to
we
be rocking
just,
with.
And we just honestly is like, I feel like women got a lot more like control. They could just be like, you know what, like,
cause y'all find it one
I'm
nigga
good.
and it's
I
like
don't
that's
need
my
this.
nigga.
Would you take your woman back if she slipped and fell on some penis, like how you slipped in
No,
pussy?
not even close. That's what I'm saying. You know,
Right.
Like,
I think
what? No way.
I would
Not
hate
you.
it. I think I would try it.
Lionel is petty. He would be bringing that shit up every fucking day.
Yeah, that's what I said. I would try it. But like, if I get back into a relationship with her and then I'm like, and then I go and I just drink some orange juice. And I'm like, this orange juice don't even taste good. Why you cheating on
you
me?
suck that
Like,
nigga dick? Because did you
oh
suck
my
his
God.
dick?
Right.
If you suck his dick, that's crazy.
Right. No, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Like,
That's
fucking
the
one
crazy
thing,
part.
sucking his dick crazy. Like, you got on your knees to suck that man's dick.
What if she laid on the bed?
What if she enjoyed it?
Yeah, she really sucked
Like,
it, though.
yeah, what if you had a good time?
What if she laid on the bed? That's even worse.
You had a good time with him?
You was
I would
comfortable
cry
sucking his
on my
dick.
Honestly,
knees.
so me personally, if I don't want to be taken back. If I cheat, like I've cheated in the past and stuff like that, it's no secret.
Yeah.
See, I feel like you.
Like, I don't take me back.
Why would
Because
you
you're
do
really
that?
out of pocket.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
don't love yourself.
Not you trying to catch like that. And to try to forget you. Like, you don't even love yourself.
You
Like,
actually-
You still with me?
You actually need to go work on
You are
yourself.
dumb,
Like,
like-
you actually should go work on
I
yourself.
shouldn't be with you because
Because
you
I'm
don't
too-
value yourself.
You don't. And I'm too paranoid here anyway, waiting for my day to come. So
Yeah.
I don't want to be here.
I've never cheated. I feel like it's a good rush, though.
I would like to try it.
Yeah.
So I definitely would say as a woman that the thought process, because people get mad when I say this on a podcast, but cheating is not a deal breaker for me. Okay? But I don't feel like
Self-awareness, okay?
Self-aware.
Like, when
Do
I-
you understand?
that's not something that I'm throwing out, not allowing another woman to have the upper hand of me throwing away my family because he made a mistake one time.
Right.
Yeah.
And he probably was in Vegas. Now I wouldn't take a cheater back, but a man that cheated that one time, like that's different than him going behind my back and creating a full-blown relationship that you're sneaking out the house 2 a.m. every day to go talk to somebody. That's different.
Having an entirely other family is
It's
crazy.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Women are more upset about emotional cheating than physical cheating. Like to go through your phone and see that you asking somebody about their day and you
That's
picking
crazy.
her, like that's
That's
out of pocket.
wild.
It's wild that you know her favorite color. Like that's crazy to me.
But
All
this
right,
is
hold
how,
on,
like,
favorite
this
color
is-
is important.
No,
In
This
all
is how-
aspects.
that's out of pocket.
Side chick, you gotta know her favorite color.
No, you don't, bro.
Out of pocket.
This how like different relationship styles really can advance people, because if you feel like you can be in a poly relationship or open, or even if you want to experience different partners with your partner, that can save a lot of stress. Because honestly, men and women have desires.
Right.
So if you honest with your nigga or you honest with your chick, you like, yo, I've been thinking about like I wanted to try this, and if they not cool with it, they not cool with it.
Right.
But if I come to a woman and say, look, I've really been having desires about fucking another woman.
Mm-hmm.
She take it or leave it. It's just like, but if she rocking, it's just like, okay. And if she bring the same to me, and I'm like, I'm not comfortable with another penis in the bedroom.
Right.
But you know, like we could try to, you know, what I mean, just anything. You be honest, because cheating is when motherfuckers just ain't be honest. If a nigga wants some pussy and he been with you for 20 years, he want a different pussy once in 10 years.
Right.
That man might just want to get some pussy.
I feel like just like the conversation and the communication is important.
Yeah.
When you come into your partner like that, me as a woman, I'm very in tune with my reaction because I want to constantly feel like a safe space.
Yes,
I don't never want my partner to express something and he feel like I don't like I don't like her reaction or the face she made, so I ain't going. I ain't gonna bring that up no more.
When you lose a nigga like that,
Listen.
like if a nigga say some vulnerable shit to you and you kind of give like a little off putting, that door right there, that's closed.
That's closed and it got a lock on it.
I'll be like, okay, cool on that.
Like you see what I'm saying? Not
That's
doing that
crazy.
again. I'm super in tune with my reaction to my faces that I'm making. And some people be like, well, I can't help. Just like you said that you got your ass ate. If my man decided to one day wake up and say, like, babe, I would really like to, I would not say, you out of pocket for that kinky shit.
Right.
No. Really? What made you want to think of that today?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It feels amazing, y'all. A lot of niggas be lying about it. I just want to let niggas know. Niggas be like,
Niggas
I don't
say
get my
that
ass
wasn't
ate. They should be right in the air like mine was. They lying.
I don't know about the whole legs in the air thing.
They was in the air.
Your ass or your legs?
My legs.
Oh, okay.
She was holding your legs up?
No, I was holding them. I did the whole.
You held your own legs?
Yeah.
This-
Because it started with the ball sucking.
Honestly, that's really wild that you held your legs up.
Yeah, I did.
I feel like she should have.
Actually, I feel like she should have held your legs.
I feel like she should have held your legs
You
up.
know, whoever eats it next, I'll say you hold my legs up.
Yeah.
No, you don't say it to her.
You deserve to be treated
It's
like a
like-
man.
it's like
You deserve
when-
to be treated like a gentleman.
I do.
When you get in the car and she don't reach over to
Get the other door.
Yeah.
get the door.
He
Like,
opens
hold
your door,
on, where's
you
the
reach
car?
over and open the other one.
That's
You ain't have no
common courtesy,
class.
right?
Yeah.
So
Am I
she should have been
crazy?
lifting your legs.
Yeah. Your man opens your door
Yeah.
and I open his door from the
Yeah.
inside.
You
But
should be reaching over.
while he's walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because they fake bougie and they don't do that. They don't.
Yeah, no.
It's because open my door.
It like reach or reciprocate the energy is all that niggas saying.
I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
I would like to, but I'm also a bad bitch.
Right. He was.
In
I
the
don't.
same- in
You
the same
wasn't
term.
getting treated like a gentleman when you held your legs.
No,
I wasn't.
You weren't.
Because I tried to keep them from going up. It was feeling better each time. So
He's-
I tried to keep my legs like this. You know what I'm saying? Like on the platform.
Right.
But as it was getting better, I was lifting them bitches up.
What about when y'all talking to somebody, right? Like you really like this girl, and there's no sexual chemistry.
It's a dub. That shit chalk. That's my man's though. Like,
Wait.
Oh,
you my
I'm
man's.
kinda-
You my friend.
Yeah. I'm
Like-
dealing with it right now a little bit.
Like I like her. Like she got every quality that you're looking for.
I know. And it's
And it's
bad.
not hitting.
I know it's not. She's just not a sexual person.
You can't really teach.
You
like,
can't teach
And I don't
this.
know what to do.
chemistry, like-
I don't know what to do.
Are they not freaky or is just not?
Sex is not her thing. She don't.
Okay.
We don't even talk about it.
Okay.
So like now I'm just like, I'm low key leaning towards like deading it because I feel like sex is important.
But how do you even get to a place like where y'all? I feel like y'all communicate very well and articulate, like you and comprehend well. How do you even get to a place where you really like somebody
So-
and like,
So I
and
think
we don't
like,
have these sex conversations to know that like that's not her thing? Like, how do I even get all the way this deep to even?
get there. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be blunt.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta like put it out there because we're adults now.
Right.
Like we're older. I'm about to be 30. Like what are you talking about here? Like, so like you say to I said the one shorty like I realized that you're not really romantic like that.
Oh, you want to be
That's just
treated
not your thing.
romantic?
I like romantic.
Romantic.
I love that for you.
I like romance, too.
Yeah.
I love these young
I like getting
kids.
flowers
Like,
too.
turn it
Like
up.
I like getting flowers for me. Like give them to me.
Okay.
Like that make me smile. That happened to me for the first time like a year and a half
Yeah.
ago. I was like, this is nice.
Like,
feel appreciated.
I'm about to cry.
Yeah,
Where the
like.
lilies at?
But I know I do recognize that outside of it's a lot of like getting that far without sex is like there's a lot of values that women have outside of like the bedroom. But I do know like when we home and like that sexual tension, that texting, that foreplay before you get home, that's like we
Right.
can't deny that sex is like big. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I get
Yeah.
horny.
Right.
You the
Right.
person that I'm supposed to be fucking, and like and especially if I'm locked in with you and like I know a lot of men right now that's in relationships or married or something, and their wife is just perfect and all type of shit, but like the sex, it just don't. And these niggas that I know are like they never had issues with having sex.
Right.
So once you lock
So they
in,
know they could get satisfied.
right,
somewhere.
exactly.
Right.
So once you lock in, it's like damn, like I'm supposed to be fucking you.
Right.
And I do realize that I sometimes try to talk to some niggas like, yo, she going through something, like maybe health wise, or she don't like how she look anymore type
Right.
shit. But
That's
like,
a big
try-
thing.
Yeah, but try to like, because you can't really, as a nigga, you don't want to go 7 years. It's like, we fuck like once every 3 months.
Right.
It's like, I'm going to go
Yeah.
shit. Like, I need some pussy.
A lot of those
You know?
conversations got to be had about like how what type of person are you? Like sex drive, like you
Right.
gotta, it has to match a little bit because
And-
not everybody has the same type of sex drive.
And I feel like people don't realize that intimacy could start way before it's time to have sex.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
Like you can literally, you turned me on when you took that trash out this morning. Honestly,
It's
That's what
all
I'm saying, it's
foreplay.
like-
It's all foreplay.
honestly, you looked so
Yeah.
sexy when you were sweeping.
When you, like, when you account, like,
But to wait till we in the bed to whip your penis out for somebody to lick it is just crazy to me.
it's,
Like we
that is
we
crazy.
barely even talked today. Like you said, I don't even know how your day was.
even
Yeah,
touch,
that's
like,
true.
people talk about their love language being touch. I don't say that because I want to touch women.
Right.
I really grew up in an affectionate household.
Right.
Me, like, if my sister and my mom was here right now, we would be like this on each other. Like, this is just what it is for me.
Right.
So a woman that I fuck with could literally do like this to me, and I'm like, oh, she fuck with me. Like,
Right.
I feel like I'm being charged
Right.
up. But like, it's like, even that, like, I'm rubbing your back, or I might grab you like this. That's a little foreplay. It ain't sexual.
Right.
But it's like we close to each other.
Right.
Like, I need that type of touch.
I feel like love languages is super important, and also knowing that, like what you said, like this doesn't have to be something that's sexual.
You're right,
But
right.
knowing that you desire to be in a relationship with that type of person, like I need to be with a person that's touchy feely. Like
I have to.
like I need my man to feel like his body part needs to be touching me on the couch. Like
Yeah,
he
At
needs.
some point,
Yeah.
At some point, he has to
Yeah.
touch me. Like a person that's very like to they self and he cool, like and don't really got to touch until nighttime when we being nasty. Not for me. Like you see what I'm
Ain't
saying?
no load up. You just going straight cold.
Not for
Like,
me.
Have you ever dealt with somebody that wasn't like that? Because I have, and it was like they had to like make a certain type of like commitment to it. Like they had to go like I'm not no touchy feely type of person because I am.
Right.
I like all of that shit. Watching movies, your legs is over mine.
Right.
Yeah.
Cross body doing.
By the way,
weird
that's a
stuff,
good end. When a
like,
woman
all
put
of
a
that.
foot on you, she
Yeah,
comfortable, but go ahead.
yeah.
Good
So like, but she wasn't into all of that. But
Right.
she was just like she had to, make some type
That's
of.
for you.
So
you know,
honestly,
things.
in my book, I talked about me not being affectionate,
Really.
and I realized that I've always been affectionate, but I've tried to give my affection to men who ain't want it. Like, you see what I'm saying? So I shut it down. So I became not touchy-feely. I suppressed it. So when I get in a relationship with somebody that's like that, and he's not feeling like I'm clingy or I'm all up on him, and he likes this, it's like,
suppressing yourself.
I do I like these things. I am affectionate. Look at this.
I am this person.
I'm affectionate. I'm romantic.
Like, I'm not even affectionate.
Right. I'm nurturing. I'm vulnerable. I'm all these things that somebody else was feeling like you doing too much, or you corny, or you clingy.
Safe.
Like I feel safe here.
Niggas gotta feel safe too. When I'm safe, I could be myself. Like that's is what it is. Like, people underestimate niggas having to feel safe enough to vent to somebody. Like, it's we need help too. That's what I'm saying. Niggas need help too.
I love that. Yeah. I love how y'all want to be treated like kings.
Y'all
want to be treated like gentlemen.
At the same time, but I want to be a bad bitch.
Right, and you want to be a bad bitch. You're not this fast-ass sex animal.
No,
we human beings.
Y'all human beings, and y'all touched on a lot of stuff, and I'm super grateful and appreciative that y'all came here today. So if y'all want to leave these people with anything, what would y'all be leaving them with?
I want to say one thing. Thanks for bringing us on your platform.
Yeah,
I've known who you are for a long time in Philadelphia. Because I'm from the city. Like, I've known you. I've known women that support you and shit. So
like when Oprah called you, like, we got the call.
We gotta go.
We got that call, yo.
Your manager was playing this shit.
We got the call, yeah.
He was playing this shit.
Yeah.
But no, like
we got the call.
But no, I think this platform is important. For black women. I don't rock with no other type of women. You feel me?
Okay, and this is okay.
But no, like, I think it's important content.
They gonna love that comment.
Yeah, this crossover here is like a lot of supporters of us and you. So I appreciate you for like giving us time. Like, even though you know this shit.
Yeah, my stomach growling.
Yeah,
no, this is fun. We don't get interviewed a lot.
I forgot that I was hungry though.
Yeah. People don't ask us questions. People don't interview us. We just kind of run out.
We just do our thing. But yeah. So yeah, we appreciate you reaching out to us.
Yeah. And I literally like not even like. I enjoy talking to y'all.
Yeah.
And I did good, right?
You did a great job.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I
We had a good time.
And y'all was yourself, and it wasn't an interview. We like all.
We was talking. It was a
conversation. It was a conversation.
This liquor was talking too, though. Yeah.
I'm glad y'all enjoyed yourself at the lick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of Self Care and Chill with Maui. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.